Oh, yeah, we're going to break format because Darrelle Revis is in the studio, and we've been promising all day that we were going to talk to him, and we want to talk to him. So New York baseball tonight. We'll come back a little bit later on in the hour. Right now, it's a little bit of football. We've been talking a lot of football, and Darrelle Revis is one of the main reasons that the Jets happen to be 2-0. His ability to shut down two of the best wide receivers in the game, and Andre Johnson and Randy Moss. And Darrelle joins us now. Darrelle, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Now, no less an authority than Deion Sanders on the NFL Network said that you're one of the best cornerbacks in the league. I don't know if you grew up looking up to Deion Sanders and what he means in that position, but what does that mean to you when you hear him say that stuff?
Oh, I mean, I have watched Deion Sanders a lot, growing up, and, that's a great quote that he said about me. I appreciate it. He's one of the best, future Hall of Famer, and I just give a lot of respect to him saying that.
All right, let's talk about Randy Moss. You shut him down big time in that game, and then he comes out and says, I don't understand when people say shut down corners. He said Darrelle Revis didn't do it all by himself. Safeties helped him out. He moved me into other parts of his zone. What do you say when you hear that stuff?
I'm going to say we played cover one most of the game. You just got to show respect to where it's due. He didn't have a good game on Sunday, and that's what happened. He can say this and that, but it just wasn't his day.
All right, now take the fans and take us into how you cover a guy like that. What do you do? Because let's be honest, Randy Moss is one of the greatest receivers who ever played the game, and you held him to 4 catches for 27 yards. How do you do it?
Just don't let him get on top of you. Everybody knows that Randy Moss, on his scouting report, he's a deep threat guy. You just got to get physical with him at the line and stay on top of him. If he breaks down and catch outs and comebacks, then you got to live with that. But you can't let him beat you on the deep balls.
Darrelle, you don't have to worry about having to hold, contain on anybody for any length of time with that defense and the rush that they can put on. But logically, have you ever thought about how long you can stay with a receiver? Is there an internal clock where you say, you know what, I can get in a little trouble here. I don't know if I can keep him for that long.
It's always an eternal clock that you got to have. You got to make sure that that the defensive pressure is getting there. One, and because we can't sit there and cover all day. A guy can break loose. The quarterback can scramble. A lot of things can happen, but you got to have that clock, and you just got to stay with him as long as you can. If the pressure don't get there, then that's when you relax on receivers, and it can be a problem.
All right, now, Darrelle, I was reading this in the paper. I didn't know if you were tongue-in-cheek about it, but you said that when you were covering Moss, that even when you were on the bench, that you would sit directly across from him on the field. You kept mirroring him the entire day. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. That's what I do, with my receivers. Even in the huddle, looking at their huddle, I'm in front of the ball, just mimicking everything he do. And, whatever he's doing. Like I said, if he went to the bathroom, I was there. If he was in the front row watching the game, I was right next to him. So I think that's just a thing I'm doing now this year to try to just focus in on my opponents.
This is a 2-part question. Part 1 is, who has been the most difficult receiver for you to cover and why?
Throughout my career? Chad Johnson.
Because?
He's elusive. He's fast. Everything about him. He's just fast. He's elusive. It's hard to jam him at the line even because he's so quick at the line. So I'll probably say Chad Johnson.
And part 2 is, who haven't you covered that you'd love to try to get a lick on?
I haven't covered Steve Smith from the Carolina Panthers. We play him this year later in the year. So I hope that'll be a good matchup.
Now, the good thing is that Chad Johnson's giving you the most trouble, and he doesn't exist anymore, so that's good. Because it's Chad Ochocinco, so Chad Johnson's dead. He's not even alive anymore.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to say Ochocinco.
Now, Darrelle, were you hurt by Randy Moss's comments? Did you feel that he was not giving you the proper respect?
No, I'm not hurt from his comments. If you look at the film, everybody knows, football. And, our game plan was to put pressure on Tom Brady, which we did. We blitzed a lot, and Rex said, you guys got to cover in the back. And, we played a lot of cover one. So, like I said before, everybody don't have great games, and he didn't have a great game on Sunday. So that's not on my fault. I mean, the preparation of what he's doing during the week.
I'm wondering, when a guy's going to face a pitcher in baseball, he's watching tape. Now you're going to face Marcus Coulson in a couple of weeks as well. Do you sit and watch tape against them and try to read their moves and when they break and what type of break and how sharp the break is? Is it all about film study when you're trying to cover these guys, or is it just strictly athletic talent, you staying with them?
No, it's all about. I mean, defensive backs, we are athletic and fast. That comes into play, but also you got to get into and watching film on these guys. These guys are some great athletes. Some of the top receivers in the league. So, you got to study their tendencies, what leg they might have up at the line of scrimmage. If they switch it, what are they doing on run plays? Are they blocking or are they taking the play off? Their cuts. It's basically everything that we do to try to just break them down.
Personnel-wise, I guess outside of Bart Scott and Jim Leonard, you're pretty much dealing with the same cast of characters you had last year. Why is there such a difference in the output?
Rex Ryan, just him coming here and how he got us thinking this year, the mentality of just going out and just outright just beating people and trying to dominate them. And I think that's the mindset that we have as a team. And we have a bunch of goals, team goals, and we look for them every week to try to match up to those goals that we have.
What are those goals? Lay them out for us.
Just being an aggressive defense, holding the offense to 13 points or less. Try to get turnovers and get sacks. I mean, that's one of the things we try to focus on, and try to get the ball in the end zone if we can score.
Darrelle Revis is with us in the studio in New York. I'm here in Newport Beach, California, the Michael K. Show, 1050 ESPN New York. Last time we spoke with you, Darrelle, it was in Cortland, and you sat down with Kerry Rhodes, and we were talking, and obviously you two are close. So that being said, did you look at him and go, what are you saying embarrassed for? Why would you use that word?
I kind of did to start off with. But, Kerry is he's not a Anthony Smith a couple years ago from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's one of the top safeties in the league. So, we had his back and we had to support him. I mean, Rex Ryan kind of gave us that freedom to, say what we feel and how we feel. And we're going to back it up as a team and as a coaching staff.
Now, with this team, obviously, because you guys talk so much, or at least Rex and Kerry did, how important was that win over the Patriots after this team had lost 8 in a row at home to that team?
Oh, it was good for us. Like we talked about before, Rex is going to say what he's going to say. Kerry, he said what he said. But like I said, we got to back him up, and the win was great for us. We've been embarrassed a lot by the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and those guys. So it was key for us to get this win.
Now, we had on Rex Ryan yesterday. We always have on Monday, and he said, I asked him if you were as good as he thought you were, and he said you're so much better than he thought you were, and he said he would love to be your agent somewhere down the line. Do you sense how much he thinks of you and how good he thinks you are?
No, I don't sense that because it's 52 other players on the team that he has to worry about. But I appreciate what he's saying about me, and I just take it to strides of just trying to keep on, work hard, and trying to be the best player in this league I can be.
I'll tell you what, though, I think that you're the teacher's pet. I think he likes you a lot.
Well, he haven't shown me that yet.
Now I'm
it's
sure
not. Mike Tannenbaum has to show it to you a little bit later.
We'll see about that.
Now, last year, you went and beat the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. They were undefeated. You were riding high. You were 8-3, and many people were saying you were the best team in the AFC. Same kind of conversations now at 2-0. Give us is there any difference from the feeling you had after beating Tennessee to what you have now after beating the Patriots? Is it similar?
You know what? Yes, it is very similar. Those was 2 key games, New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. We got the same exact feeling, but I think guys are more of aware this year to not let that happen.
Do you feel that do you feel that this is an elite team, that the Jets should be mentioned in the same breath as anybody else?
I mean, we got a long season ahead. I'm not saying, we're going to lose a bunch of games or win a bunch of games. I just think we need to take 1 week at a time and focus on our opponent. And, on Sunday, it's all said and done. We just got to go out there and get the win. But I feel very confident in what we are doing as a team as a whole and as a coaching staff. I mean, the game plans are great. Everybody's feeding into the system, and it's working well for us right now.
A couple DBs came out a little banged up after
Right.
Sunday. Lito Shepard left the game. Your nickelback, Donald Strickland, went down too. Do you know anything about their status that you can share?
No, I'm not the trainer, so I don't know what's really going on with them. I probably texted Lito tonight to see how he's feeling and Donald, but I'm sure they'll be ready for next week. We already talked about that, after the game, about them being ready to go for next week.
So you feel they'll both be able to go on Sunday?
Yeah, they'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Darrelle, what did the crowd mean to your team?
It meant a lot. This is my third year here, so I never heard that stadium like that ever before. So it was great to have the crowd on our side, to put pressure on, Tom Brady and the offense.
Now, Darrelle, there's a story in the New York Times today about your off-season workouts. And I'm reading it. I'm going, does this guy ever have any fun during the offseason? I mean, it seems like you work out 4 hours in the morning, then 4 hours later on. I guess you have to sleep. So do you have any fun during the offseason?
Not really, not that much. It's all about just focusing in on my job to be, the best corner in the league. And I mean, sometimes I take little breaks here and there, but I always got to stay on top of my game, to keep up with these top receivers.
You are probably licking your chops when you looked at Chris Johnson's statistics from last week. 197 yards rushing, 87 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. How does Gang Green as a defense approach shutting him down?
Chris Johnson, he's a tough player.
He's all right, huh?
Yeah, he's good. He's great. They move him around this year a lot more than they did last year. We kind of had a little bit of trouble last year with him, but we managed to stop him on certain plays and to let him not leak out and make big plays on us. But that's exceptional for him last week. I don't know what the game plan is on him, but I'm sure it's going to be one of them is going to be contain this guy because he's very fast. You don't want to get him on the edge. He can tear your defense apart.
Darrelle Revis is our guest here on the Michael Kay Show, 1050 ESPN New York. When you look at what the Jets have done right now and how Rex Ryan has instituted this defense, I don't think that it's a real stretch to say that you're one of the keys to him being able to do what he wants to do and send 5-6 guys on a rush because he's leaving you out on an island. Would you agree that your ability to cover is going to allow him to blitz as much as he wants?
I think I do a great job at covering receivers, but it's not just me. It's the rush getting there. Like this last game we had 10 defensive backs up. So we try to use a lot of speed for Tom Brady to come off edges with different type of guys and cover in the slot with different type of guys. So I do a great job, but I still got to give it to my teammates and the coaching staff for coming up with these game plans and using my talent as well as I can.
When you break down film, do you look at the tendency at a quarterback? Does that matter?
Yes, we do that too as a secondary. That's key also. 3-step reads. 5-step reads, does he look off? Does he look carry off in the middle of the field? Just certain things like that we focus in on too.
I've always thought that a great cornerback could be a great wide receiver. Do you think you could be a great wide receiver?
Oh, yeah, every defensive back believes that. We want to go out there and make plays and make the touchdowns and acrobatic catches. So I believe we're athletic enough to play a wide receiver.
Darrelle, I want to switch gears for a second. Big in the news here in the city today was that Plaxico Burress went off to jail. And we were discussing during the show what kind of impact we think this will have on people. Will it encourage them to get the guns registered? Will it discourage players from not having guns at all? Being among the NFL player community day in and day out the way you are, what do you think?
It's real sad what happened to Plexico. I know him as a person. You don't want to see stuff like this, but on the flip side, I don't like guns. I don't deal with things like that, and you just got to be careful out here. What you do. You got to, the type of friends you hang around. You got to look. You got to make sure they're looking out for your best interest. But that's a tough situation on his part, and I think the league should, not even allow guys to even go that route to getting registered guns. It should just be no guns at all. I mean, this is a profession here. You got to treat this like a Fortune 500 company. I mean, all those companies, you don't see guys having registered guns and things like that. They're coming to work and focusing on their jobs.
That's a great point. I wonder if the league said that's it. You can't even have registered guns, if that would help. Now, final thing, Darrelle, you've been here 3 years now, and 1 year, obviously the 2 years you're here, the Jets had disappointments. So that being said, right now, the Jets are the toast of the town. It's like the Yankees aren't playing. It's like the Giants aren't 2-0. People have forgotten about the Mets. Can you believe that this city has adopted the Jets the way it has?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised of how everything's going right now. But, we have to enjoy it. It's exciting. We're going to keep on trying to improve as a defense and as a team as a whole. I mean, if you just look at how everything going, it's going great. Mark Sanchez is doing a great job with the offense. The defense is clicking, very well. So, I mean, it looks like the defense has been playing around for a while. And it's new guys like Bart Scott, Jim Leonard, Donald Strickland, Dwight Lowry's playing in the slot a little bit. So and Lito Shepherd at the other corner. So, I mean, and Marcus Douglas. This guys that's new to this defense that it seems like we've been playing for a while, but we're clicking very well with it.
Darrelle, honestly, since Sunday, you have not had to pay for a meal, right?
No, I haven't had to pay for a meal. I've had cooked meals at home.
Okay. Hey, we thank you for coming into the studio. I wish I was there to say hello to you personally, but congratulations on a great first two games, and good luck on Sunday against Tennessee.
All right. Thank you.
You got it. That is Darrelle Revis, and he has had a phenomenal 2 games. How good? Andre Johnson, 4 catches, 35 yards, and then last week he goes off. Randy Moss goes off the first week against Buffalo. Last Sunday, 4 catches, 27 yards, and Darrelle Revis was covering both of them. So a huge part of the Jets' success.